Hello, welcome back to Empower Her Daily, your 3 to 4 minute daily boost for women over 30 to feel strong, capable, confident, and proud. In our last episode, we talked about the luteal phase, the part of your cycle where energy can start to dip, motivation might feel lower, and your body and training feels heavier. Today, we're diving into your period week, the phase where women typically feel the most challenged mentally and physically. Personally, I've noticed that the day before my period and the first day of my period are the hardest. Even though I can and do train on those days, my energy and strength are definitely lower. So rather than forcing myself to try and achieve something that would normally be okay, I know that I'm not going to. So I know that on those days, I will go lighter in the weight and lower in the volume and training intensity. And it took me a while to figure that out, but it's definitely helped the mental side of training and it's helped my body. So your period week is usually the first few days of your menstrual bleeding. For some women, it might last 3 or 4 days. For others, it can be closer to 7 days. It really varies. During this time, it's normal for energy to feel lower, strength to feel a bit off, motivation to fluctuate, because your hormones, especially estrogen and progesterone, are at their lowest levels. And they influence things like energy, fatigue, recovery, and even how your body responds to exercise. So to go into some training tips for this phase, it's not too dissimilar than your luteal phase. You want to keep up with your strength training, but you might reduce the weight, the sets, the volume, the intensity, and just be mindful of how your body feels. And again, not a good time to be going after your heaviest weight or a personal best. It's a good idea to keep up with your aerobic conditioning, but lower the intensity. So some low impact aerobic sessions, some walking. This keeps the momentum and the consistency without overloading energy. And then keeping up with your mobility and stretching will help support your recovery and help you feel a little bit better physically. I like to think that the week of my period is like maintenance mode, not a week for pushing my strength or my intensity, but a week to keep moving and working on other things that can make me feel good. For me, that might be working on technique or practicing a new skill, as well as maybe hitting a few more walks instead of an intense workout. Those really help mentally because you're still showing up, and that's what matters. So it's a good idea to reframe your mindset. Try thinking of consistency over intensity, completing smaller sessions with awareness of how your body feels keeps your body and mind in a positive routine, which is what will count in the long term. And honestly, if your body is saying it needs a rest day, take a rest day. Listening to your body is a really important part of that long-term consistency. And over time, you'll see that these days don't derail your progress. They actually make your stronger phases more effective. And by the end of this phase, you'll be moving back into the follicular phase. So where your energy starts rising again. So that means staying consistent now makes the upcoming momentum a lot easier to ride. Now, I've definitely spoken to people who have a completely different experience of their period week. So if you do, 1, I would love to hear it. And 2, it's still normal. It's your cycle. But having the understanding of it and working with it is what counts here. So for our next episode, we'll be talking about PMS, cravings, and brain chemistry, and why some days you feel like you're craving everything and how to navigate it without judgment. Thank you for listening to Empower Her Daily. This is your journey, your pace, your strength. See you next time.